Hey everyone, Doubly here, back for part 42 of our Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. In the last part, took care of some side quests, as usual. Seems like they're just piling them on the closer and closer we get to the end game. But that's fine. And we did some hunts, and the final Chronolith trial, well, the final one for me at least, I didn't find the Ramen trial until like the end. So got like a circle of Malleus banner, which was just the mural that we saw at Phoenix Gate and at Drake's Breath, and the one in Tabor, and the one that Joshua found on Waloed. It's the full thing that shows all the icons, including Leviathan. But yeah, we still have some more side quests to take care of, some more hunts to take care of. So let's get going.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes. I expect
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
then I should begin by telling you that this was
Oh.
some years ago, of course. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme to supervise, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, alas, our time together was cut short.
I
when
see.
Dion left to join the Dragoons. I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
Yeah, this would be
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had.
The guild weighs heavily on him, but as you say, that was Ultima's doing.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, and I did nothing to ease that burden. It is one of my greatest regrets, when what he truly needed, the blame for Dion's transgressions.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way.
Then I beg that you bring me. Oh, apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower, fabulists and fraudsters all, of course, but there is oft a seed of truth to be found, where...
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait. Whether they still survive there, I know not.
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive.
that's some new lore from our loresman. And yeah, you know, it must have been super awkward for him trying to like say, hey man, remember when I tutored you? After all that Dion's been through, and after everything everyone's been through, really, like must have been hard for him to find time to be like, hi. I imagine this is it. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Which one is this one? 2, where there's a will. Speak with, oh right, okay. Let's do the one for Gav, and then we'll do the one for Mr. Harpocrates. We also have a hunt in Waloed, so
Let's
take
hope
care of
one
that.
the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me.
Oh, well.
A silver chocobo.
Oh, or maybe not. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, clean, near some guide hovel. Not most. Took him for a braggart and a liar, but...
We'll see.
Okay. Speak with merchants in Martha's Rest. Right.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Have you seen a silver chocobo?
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone.
I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, no one has seen a silver chalk. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right.
That was a beautiful snort, lady. Wonderful. Perfect.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Final merchant. Where are you at? Not here, obviously. I thought they'd all be in like the marketplace, but guess not. Not over here.
Of all shapes and sizes.
Yep. Not over there. By the way, I'm probably gonna do Torgal's and Joshua's last. Probably gonna save those after I turn everything else in.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it?
Where's the merchant? Are they in Martha's Rest?
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
You do that, Bernard. Bernard.
We've got a few rooms.
Bernard. Still not used to the way they say his name.
This guy can
Maybe they are in Martha's Rest and I'm just being silly. Running around outside. No? Not in the inn. Then where? What? I feel like I'm being bamboozled. Am I just blind? I thought for sure the inn would be the way to go, but no quest icon.
Looking for shelter, are you?
Nope. Nothing there. Am I crazy? There's no merchants over here. There's a chest. Holy cow, I feel like I'm going nuts. Am I just being super blind? What is happening?
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit could.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
But if it's fancies you're after...
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes.
It wouldn't be the first time. Silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon Tride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Rhiannon's right. That's over there, right? Yeah. Okay. Silver chocobo. Never mind the fact that I have a white one. Could have just plucked one of her tail feathers or something, but guess it can't be ambrosia. Be too convenient. Ay vey. I'm thinking for Torgal, Joshua's, and like Jill. I think Jill is definitely going to have a little side quest related to her. So,
Tracks.
oh wow,
Like bandits for a change.
those are actual chocobo tracks. I went right by. But I'm thinking for Torgal, Jill, and Joshua's little side quests, I'm actually gonna not skip the dialogue because I like those guys.
More tracks. The chocobo was here.
Is it in the house? Maybe got some Giesel greens.
I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned.
A partner for Ambrosia, maybe? That'd be nice.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you.
No partner for Ambrosia, I guess.
Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Okay. Well, that's done. This one's for Joshua. That one's Torgal. I don't know why I keep having to remind myself these things. Right, Isla. Go to Isla. Find some of that wormtail. Some of that poison. Where are we headed? To the Angry Gap. Best name of a section, an area, a location in the game. Still can't believe it's called that. It's so inky. You know, seeing that chocobo, seeing those chocobos, it really makes me think that why didn't Gav just take a feather from Ambrosia? Maybe it wouldn't have meant as much if we did that. It was that easy. I don't know. Where that flower? Where that flower? It's across the other side. I don't know if I prefer this or like the music. I don't know if I prefer this or if I prefer the
flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. You deserve a rest.
Oh, hey, man. Oh. Ow. I don't know if I prefer the current music that's for the area or if I prefer the music that was here when we were here the first time.
Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Okay. Took care of that. And then I think this one is close to the hunt. So the hunt was at the village we were at for that side quest for Viv, if I remember right.
Let's go.
Speaking of, I wish I shouldn't have wasted those Antet skin charges on that dragon.
This might take a while.
Actually, you know what? Just build it up right now. Hey guys. Bye guys. Oh, they're trying. Oh, they're trying. They're like, I'm gonna get him someday. Someday. Where is this? I saw like a floaty boy. Oh. Gizamaluk. That sounds like a super familiar boss name. Or an area name. I feel like I heard that in Final Fantasy IX? Ow. Okay, can we get away from this? The edge of the arena, please? Thank you for flying towards me. Oops. Oh. Oh. There we go.
You're finished.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Wonder if that's all the hunts. Let's grab this potion. I think this is a potion. That is not a potion. Alright, well, I'm gonna head back to the hideaway anyway, so that's fine. Buy another pie potion from Charon. And then...
Still alive, are ya?
Sure am,
If
lady.
you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Let's see, do you have any more? No
Come
more
again.
equestrian rules.
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on?
Any luck, you say?
People of the North, silver chocobos are symbols of good fortune, the mere sight of one potentially meaning the difference between a failed harvest and a bumper crop. According to Gav, at least.
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I...
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'll find a new home. After all, that's what... Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before, and now all that's left is to...
I didn't know you could carve.
Huh.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife, and that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with.
But it weren't your Avis sit. I slew one of my own at last.
Oh, good for you, bud.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't...
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself.
Okay. All right. Got you this wyvern tail. What's up?
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Records suggest that the wyvern tail was first cultivated for the purpose of distilling a purple dye from its petals. However, when the tended blooms were discovered to lose their hue over time, gardeners of early Valisthea made the fateful decision to investigate the practical properties of their root instead. Is lavender poisonous?
You did indeed.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Oh,
It's no trouble.
I was like, no, you're gonna meet him. You're gonna say hi. You guys have a lot of catching up to do. This is important. And you know what? He's right.
Your Highness.
No.
No. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives, all because I was weak.
No, Dion.
I have
That's
sworn
not.
to atone for my crimes, or but were I to meet with him again, and seeing it,
Then that is all the more reason to do it.
Yeah, dude.
Test your resolve.
I must at the very least offer him. Very well then.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
You're gonna be alright, man. He just wants to see his old student.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
Oh.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Oh, Tomes.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
That's right. Dion would have been around the same age as Clive when Annabelle?
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak, not to mention the wyvern tales.
I hope the soul in the hideaway is to that.
Why? These flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed.
What's this?
A stolas quill, or more precisely, it is said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. So consider this, that one day...
Well, when that day comes, thank you, Harpocrates.
Never thought. Ooh. That's juicy. Lordman Harpocrates' best loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a learned tome. Oh man, that was actually pretty emotional. Because I think, you know, it really does feel like Harpocrates, and like, it feels like Dion might not make it back with that. But as I was saying, Annabelle, Clive's mom. Dion probably was around the same age as Clive when all that stuff at Phoenix Gate went down.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
So
You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
that probably is about the time that Harpocrates was kicked out, right?
Ah,
How are you feeling?
well. Is...
Wrong? No, nothing like that.
Go on, please. Did you make it?
We did. It's a good luck charm. I mean, a baby.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords.
If there's anything you need.
I will.
Fancy a swift off.
I could be convinced.
Interesting. Gav's been like showing interest in Tarya this whole time, but maybe he's just being super nice to Etta. I don't know.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother.
Then it was born a bearer, wasn't it?
Imperials came the day she went into labour.
Yeah.
Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith.
Yeah, you were...
Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
instrumental, dude.
That would be me.
That's right.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Oh.
Your brother.
Sir?
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Man. So many of these have like the air of finality to them.
I may have had one too many.
You think?
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for...
I know.
Yeah, that's pretty much how bro talks go. Winter mead. A potent potable made from honey collected in the Northern Territories, short summers, and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons. Set to warm the belly on the North's cold winter nights. I think I've tried mead once. It was pretty good, from what I recall. Not usually a fan of sweet alcohols, but that was pretty nice. The mead, that is. Okay, who do I do first? Joshua or Torgal? Let's do Torgal. But yeah, so many of these like final cutscenes have like Clive's never coming back. Dion's not going to come back from this final thing. Joshua's is probably going to make it feel like he's not going to come back. Like, what is happening?
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Oh man, those reflections. Ooh, what do we got? Where are we going?
This place hasn't changed at all.
Missed.
Right through those trees. Come on. Race, you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Oh, a little treehouse. A little Clive's own little hideaway before he became part of Sid's.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
That height markers? Oh. Never mind.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, Shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
Those armor pieces?
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
Oh my goodness.
Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Oh, Torgal.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Aw, bud.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Was there more? Guess there's more.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
What more do we have? God, the music here is so nice. So tranquil. So calming. Is that Rosalith Castle? That's a nice view. Resolve to sigh.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Also, I don't know if it is, but that shot of the castle and Clive and Torgal looking at it, I feel like is a reference to the first Final Fantasy screen. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Ironblood invasion 18 winters past. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Yes, sir, Murdoch. Captain. Alright, Josh. Finally gonna do your side quest. I guess it's more like his and Clive's because this is related to their dad's will. So. Ooh. First Order of Archaeologians, Dalmekian Wing, 53rd Monthly Report. Further discoveries from our acolyte. Ensconced within the recently displaced mountain dwellers' remote settlement. Diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kupka's Men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they have the deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kupka, but whether he has merely bought their loyalty, or if there is some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan, remains unclear. What do we have here? Lord Cyril, acolytes stationed across Valistea, reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer to as monoliths following the fall of Drake's tail and the change in the skies. Allow me to present the preliminary findings of our archaeologians' investigations into those monoliths most near at hand. We were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Velcroy, but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat. We will make a second attempt when the wind drops. Draco Steep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, or upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered. It would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered among previous relics of the Fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigation of both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings that might refer to them. Inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Tomage. Isn't Tomage a character in 12? Also, they're probably referring to the Chronolith trials.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress.
Well, why don't we finish?
Long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed. I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
Let's do it.
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Oh.
We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Yeah, let's go. Time for another hunt, I guess. Also, did the music during that scene remind...
But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Did it remind anyone else of Dragon Quest?
Welcome, welcome.
Certainly reminded me.
Take care.
Love Dragon Quest. It was like that string section that really reminded me of it.
Come on. Eyes peeled, Joshua.
I'm sure we'll be able to see it. It's a griffin. How hard can it be? Where could it possibly be? Simurg. That sounds like a familiar name.
For House Rossfield.
Witch's Ladder. Although I think Simurg was really named for a dragon, right? Oh. This is awkward. I can't see. I can't see where Clive's standing. Oh, this is going swimmingly.
Nice try.
Really wish it would stop using that ledge.
Nice try. That's better.
All right. There we go. Hearthstone. Griffins suffer something akin to the crystal's curse, their flesh slowly turning to stone over a limited lifetime of channeling ether. Unlike bears, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts, the slower progress of petrification, resulting in the formation of a gemstone of rare beauty. Huh.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Interesting. I wonder if... No, I mean, I suppose if they did like a ton of research into it, they could have made it a way to stop this curse, but eh.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Lapidary. Guess that's like a stonemason or a jeweler.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
It's what the Phoenix does.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
All right. Let's do it.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
I was hoping that the armband would appear on their character models, but I guess that's too much to ask for, unfortunately. Is it actually equipable? No. Darn. What is the cooldown? Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. Less defense, but more health. Fashioned after those pictured adorning the wrists of the mythical founder in ancient engravings, Archduke Elwyn intended to gift these bands to his beloved sons upon their coming of age. That they might serve to remind them of the unbreakable bonds they share as proud scions of the ducal line, and the unwavering devotion that would be required to see their duty done. You know what? I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it. Let's see here. What's the cooldown on this? Do these ever show? No, we don't even know what the cooldown on them are. What? Be nice if we got to know. I don't know. This one is damage, right? Yeah. Let's just increase the damage on this thing. Where is it? What do we have for diamond dust? Will damage? That's not really necessary. Right. Oxcry Cliff. Let's go. Like debating between Genji gloves and that accessory that increases the number, or increases the amount. Dancing steel.
Will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough
to save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there.
Oh, this is okay.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would would have done himself.
Hmm.
Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Right. Gotta have at least that scene in these types of scenarios.
We won't lay you down.
I'd say you're living up to his work, dude. Doing a fine job.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Rusted battle helm. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn during his victorious campaign to quell the northern uprising. War is coming, my boy. You must make ready. Yep. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Oh. Well, he was with us this whole time anyway, so...
I needed that.
Guess it's time to head on back. Okay. Yep. Yep. I knew it. We were gonna have a Jill quest. It just didn't appear until now. Suppose it's fitting for her to be last, seeing as how she is Clive's partner. Oh, not Jill? Got a letter? Concern for Jill. Okay. Let's see these treasure hunt. Yeah, okay. I think most of these are like the ending to the side quests we did. Hole again. So maybe who I am today. Should I never set eyes upon it again? That those who took it from me forever robbed me of a part of myself. I can only fill in the gaps of your knowledge, not the holes in your soul. Try unity. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to read through all of these. Yeah. That's a lot. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. We would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction before we depart for the skies. Speak on this more in private. Yeah, sure thing, dude. It's got a good point.
If worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Well, it's kind of funny that it's Joshua coming to Clive about this. Like, bruh, Clive, have you not noticed anything this whole time?
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
You know, I can't blame Clive because I was thinking the same thing. Oh no. I need a Joshua in my life, man. Oh, it's right over here. Okay. Was this area never open to us until now? That's nuts.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
Dang.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Okay. Back to the hideaway we go. Jill's probably like, what are those two brothers up to this time? What are they doing?
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
I thought we were going to go to Harpocrates, but apparently not.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen her.
Suppose it makes sense to go to the botanists. Probably know much more. Hello, ma'am.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
All right.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
To Sandbreck. All this for flowers. Although, I suppose they're not just flowers.
And how might I help the garrison today?
This is all for Jill. I think she deserves a little something after being sidelined. Poor girl.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed.
I wish they gave her more to do. I really liked her for
Do be careful.
the time she was around.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
What is that thing? You still have no answers for what that is. Looks like a crystal formation. Oh. This is impossible to climb.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Is it that? Ah.
Flowers. Our friends.
What? Really? Ow. Even more?
What do you see, boy?
Oh boy. What's up, dude?
Let's hope this is the last one. Only one way to find out. Nice try.
There we go. Oh.
To me, boy.
More? Oh my goodness.
You're finished.
Well then.
That was harder than I expected.
Hope these are snow daisies.
It was worth it.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
For a split second there, I thought she was gonna pop out from behind Joshua. Pop out from like that rock behind him.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
All right. Hey, Jill. Would you like to go on a little picnic date?
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Doing my best here. Well, picnic date, Jill?
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Does not wait for an answer. Just goes.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
Jesus.
There was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you that you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Oh. Two are so sweet.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Quest complete. Oh my goodness. Snow Daisy Garland, a fragrant diadem hand-woven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Oilefeist Bay. Oilefeist? Shiva's Kiss. Song of Winter, Autumn Gone from Frosted Lips. Song of Winter, Autumn Gone from Frosted Lips Oblivion. Reduces Diamond Dust cooldown. Oh, ooh. Maybe I'll put that on. Joining hands with Jill. Jill's now joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Well, shucks. We're done. Dang it. Okay, well. Well. I don't think she'll be... Dang it. Alright, no more hunts? No, we're done with hunts now, huh? Okay. Alright. I don't think we really need to master anything. Yeah. Okay, well. Where do we go to make for... Or we just go on the world map, right? Yeah, I think that'll do it for this part. Really enjoyed some of these character-specific stories. I hope you guys did as well. And yeah, it seems like the next one will be our last one. So Hope you guys look forward to that, and I'll see you all there. Bye.